Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am sitting down having a rest. I've been in my garden on and off most of the day. Had quite a lot of things to do. I had some plants to put in the garden, some strawberries to put in and some other plants. And I can only work for so long because I've been digging a part of my garden over as well that needs digging over. And I've been working for an hour and sitting down for half an hour resting, which is what I'm doing now, having a rest and doing my knitting. But I have one or two more cards, birthday cards to show you. Some of them have been coming late, and some of them were from my great-grandchildren, my grandchildren there. I'll show you those ones. And that is one from my grandson David. That's Cheryl's, my granddaughter Cheryl's brother. That's, he says, for an amazing nan. That's from David. And that's my other granddaughter, Charlotte, who was with us when I went to Beamish. So that's one from Charlotte. And this one from Cheryl, Craig and the kids. 80. 80 isn't old, it's vintage. I'm vintage. Thank you, Cheryl. It's got howlers on the back. And one from Cheryl's mum, Veronica. You know, I've got so many cards, I've got nowhere to put them in this. All the spaces are taken up. And then I've got some that's dropped on the floor here. I had one came yesterday. This one, I think it is, yeah. This one from Lisa. And Lisa also sent me a voucher for Love to Shop. So I have a voucher to spend in there. So thank you for that, Lisa. And I have one came today from Angela. So it's a good job I keep my cards for a few days on show before, because you know the Royal Mail is terrible these days. So that was one from Angela. So that was the rest of my cards, and there was, I think I've had a letter from the postman because I must have been out in my garden and he put one of those cards in my door. He must have had a parcel for me. Don't know what it was. But they're going to deliver it again, try to deliver it again tomorrow. I think all my neighbours must have been out. There must have been anybody for him to leave it to. Usually if my garage is open, it's only open whenever I'm out. But if it's open, they usually hide it in the garage somewhere if there's a parcel. But I don't think this is my usual postman. He probably didn't want to leave it. So I have to wait until tomorrow to see what parcel. So I'm going to have to make sure I don't go out in my garden until after the postman's been. He must have been early this morning because it was before lunchtime. So that's what happens when you go out in your garden and you don't know if someone knocks at your front door. So anyway, I've been putting things in my garden. I've just got just a little video to show you some of the things that I was going to put in that I have put in. And I'll just stop this video and come back again. Now today I have some planting to do. That is a fuchsia, some sort of fuchsia, flashy something or other it is. I have 12 strawberry plants and some, I think it says Asiatic lily, some kind of Asiatic lily. So the flowers are going into my little squares and the strawberry plants are going into the bottom part of my garden down there that Cheryl and the kids dug over for me. So those things are now in my garden. That's the large flower in that plot. The other one there. The basket is still up there. I don't know whether I'm going to leave those in the basket or put them into the garden. I'll make my mind up. And as you can see, all the weeds here. I've been digging this. That's what I've been digging. It's very much hard work, that. And there are my strawberries. It's a pity I've got the sun. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of the way so the sun not casting my shadow over. So I have 12 strawberry plants there. At one time this whole plot here was all covered in strawberries. The whole lot. But I pulled them out because I wasn't using them after a while. But I have been digging this part over here, and as you can see there's an awful lot of weeds. It's going to take a lot of digging, but my granddaughter's going to come and help me at the weekend. So I have plenty of room to put all my vegetables when they're big enough to plant out in the garden. And I'm trying to get out of the way so the shadow of this thing, my beetroot is just coming through. Onions are growing well there. There's nothing shown through yet on the rest of the garden. You can't see the potatoes anyway for the grass I put over the top. There's none of my other thing, my peas or anything are shown through yet, so. So that's what I've been doing in my garden today. I think I actually I've worked about 3 hours. I started about 10 o'clock in the morning for an hour and then having a half-hour break and another hour. And then I think I had about an hour break because I had a half-hour and then I had my lunch and another hour and I came in to do this video. So I've actually been about 3 hours. I'm going to go out after I've done this video. It is almost 4 o'clock. I'll probably go out for about another hour until 5, until tea time, and dig a little bit more of that patch over. It's very hard to dig over. I think I paid somebody last year to dig that over, and all he did was just dig it over, and he didn't break the soil up, he just turned it over, and so I think all the weeds were upside down underneath the soil. He just turned it over so it looked like there was, didn't do anything. I would never pay anybody again to do anything in my garden. They did the same thing in the front garden where I wanted the borders dug over to get the weeds out, and I think all they did was skim the top and put some soil over to make it look like it had been dug over, and those weeds came back twice as bad. They were back within a week. And that was some people I paid that were supposed to be gardeners. I don't care what state my garden's in, as long as it takes me a long time to do it, I'll do it myself. If you want something done right, do it yourself. So that's what I have been doing. But I have finished this little, you can't see I haven't sewn it up yet, but that's the little cardigan that I was doing. I put the little collar on it, which is not on the pattern, so I'm going to have to change the pattern. This is what I'm doing to change the picture on my open moss stitch pattern. But I'll be adding the little collar because I haven't got a little collar on it and there isn't a bonnet on it. There is a hat on the pattern, but it's not shown as a picture. So I just need to sew that up, and when I finish the little hat, that's a little hat I'm doing with it. I'll take the picture with this and the little girls set that I have. So I'll have the girl and the boys set on the picture on the pattern. I need to sew that one up first, though. So there'll be the little girl and the little boy, so you can see what the bonnet and the pom-pom hat will look like. And also the little cardigan with the collar. So we'll have to change one or two things on the pattern for to add the collar and work out the number of stitches for all the other sizes for a collar on the rest of the sizes. It's just a matter of working out the extra stitches that you do and the extra inches that you do for the length of the collar. And I was at my bingo again last night. I never won, I did. I won a line. It was a £5 line, but someone else shouted at the same time, so we got £2.50. And then my friend Anne shouted for a line as well, but 2 other people shouted. So they had to share £5 between 3 people. I think it was £1.66 got for that. And we always half whatever we win. But I said to Anne, I said, it doesn't matter about half and the £1.66, just put it in your purse. And then my friend Anne won £60, so we had another £30 each after that. So it wasn't too bad. But I am just going to finish this video, finish a little bit knitting that I'm doing here, and then I'm going back out in my garden again because it's such a lovely day. The temperature is not very high, but it's always lovely and warm in my garden because it's enclosed with a high fence, and then there are trees all around, all along the bottom of the outside my garden. So it's always warmer inside my garden, and it's lovely and warm in the front garden. The reason I'm sitting down here in my living room is because the sun is shining in the living room and it's lovely and warm. It's absolutely freezing upstairs in my workroom because it's at the back part of the house and there's no heat going in through the window. You don't get the sun in the back part of the house. Very early in the morning you have to be in there to get the sun. So it's always lovely and warm in my living room in the afternoon, so when the sun's shining through the windows. So that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.